All right. So this is day 2 for you. So yesterday we focused on sun salutations. And right now you probably have a pretty good idea what those are. Maybe you don't remember them exactly, but you have a good idea how they work. So we're going to go over that again today. Just the more times you do it, the more familiar you are. And over time, like right now, probably yesterday, you felt it everywhere. Like everything you did, you felt it everywhere. But as you loosen up, you're going to start to, as you do yoga, you're going to start to feel more specifically the areas where it's really supposed to be stretching. So this will give you more familiarity with that. And from there, we'll go into some hamstring stretches and some leg stretches. They're going to help relieve tension in your lower back. And then since you need shoulder work, we're going to do lots of shoulder work today too. So we're actually going to start this class a little bit differently than yesterday. Just roll over your ankles. And then you're going to find yourself in your child's pose. In child's pose, if you remember, you take your knees wide to your outside edges of your mat. You get your feet in towards one another, and then you sit back on your heels. And breathe into it. I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure here on your lower back. And again, take the time to focus in on your environment. Here at the beach, there's lots going on around us. We're not in a quiet studio. Our studio is this Surf Turtle Lodge. So take a moment here to breathe in and absorb everything around you. Now start to bring your attention more towards your breath. Just like yesterday, you're going to inhale into your nose and you're going to exhale out through your mouth. And again, this is a great way to start class because it's just you, curled up with yourself, not very aware of what's going on around you. Breathe. Follow from the very beginning of your inhale to the end of your exhale. And just like yesterday, you're going to make this a more active pose. Start to walk your fingertips towards the top of your mat and roll your shoulders back down away from your ears. So shoulders go back towards your hips, fingertips extend forward. Even this right now should start to really help you out with your chest and your shoulders. So breathe into this. You can start to lower one shoulder towards your mat as you lift the other one. And you feel how this is isolating one side, right? So again, this is one on your own. As if you want to loosen up your shoulders and your chest, just take some time here every day. Even me today, I probably spend at least like 6 minutes in here every day. And breathe. Three more breaths here. And release. If you want to take some more time in there and stretch it out, you can take some more time. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. So we're going to move just a little bit. Now you're going to step your knees in towards one another. And then you're going to shift your hips so they're directly over your knees. So it's pretty much the same thing as child's pose. We call this puppy pose. Your knees are over your hips. And you're just going to bring your forehead to your mat. And this gets even more deeper right here. So just come forward a little bit more. So your hips are directly over your knees. So go forward, forward, forward. A little bit more. Good, there you are. So then you're here. Now you're just focusing on finding more of a back bend in your back, right? So, but you can still do the same thing with your hands. Continue to walk your hands forward and roll your shoulders back. Now press your fingertips into your mat so that your arms and your elbows lift up like this. So then it's even more deep, right? And then you this rock, lift and lower one side as compared to the other side. So child's pose here, the one we did before this, that was a little less strenuous, but we just took it to the next level as we shifted our hips over our knees, and still focus on pinching your shoulder blades together and allow the front of your rib cage to spread apart. Hold this for 4 more breaths. So find whatever movement works for you within these 4 breaths. And release. So stay in the same position though, but you can let your arms fall flat. Now place your hands into prayer position, as if you were going to say a prayer with your hands, right? Now bend your arms at the elbows and take your prayer hands above your head to the back of the mat, to the back of your head. So just bend your arms at your elbows. And just, so keep your arms straight. Keep your arms straight out in front. Just bend your arms and come up here. There we go. There it is. So now, if you really want to get deeper, you can walk your elbows higher up on the mat. So you can walk your elbows forward and then really roll your shoulders away from your ears. And as you see here, this is more of a tricep stretch. So right on the back side of your arms, behind your biceps. Shoulder blades still pinched together. Rib cage spreads apart as you find a nice back bend in your lower back. Take a big inhale. Exhale, tabletop. So bring your hands down to your mat and then walk on up so your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Yeah, so that's really intense. And if you have lots of shoulder stuff like you do, that's some areas that you want to stay. So spread your fingers wide, hands under your shoulders, and let's find our cat and our cow then. So cow, you press your belly down, you lift your tail, you roll your shoulders back, you drop the back of your head to your shoulders. Now it's your shoulder blades pinching in together, your rib cage spreads apart, like normally happens on a back bend. And then now exhale, cat pose, round through your shoulders, arc your back, tuck your tail in to meet your tummy. Now your rib cage collapses in towards one another, and it's your shoulder blades that spread apart. Now let's flow through it. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Flowing like a wave. Inhale, cow. At the end of your inhale, you start your exhale and you start your journey back to your cat. Good. Now several times to your rhythm of your breath. Breath to movement. Exhale is your cat. Inhale is your cow. Each time trying to get a little more range of motion than the time before. And as you're ready, you can start to find your organic movements, twisting into your side body, bending your knees or adjusting the positions of your hands. And again, I'm getting lots of clicks, lots of pops. It's in my knees and my hips as I'm working out all the compressions that I have stored in my body. I got some tightness I can feel from playing volleyball yesterday, and I'm just going to breathe into those areas, and that's going to help loosen that out. We'll have a couple more breaths here. Let's say 3 more breaths. Work out the kinks. And back to tabletop. So now a little bit of core work. Let's extend our left arm in front of us towards the waves. But then you're going to take your right foot straight out behind you. So lift your right leg straight back behind you. Yes. So this is a core exercise. You're lifting up your opposite arm and leg, and this activates your core. And we can trace from our left fingertips going all the way down our arm, through our belly, all the way down your right leg to your right toes. right? And there's the connection there between your fingertips and your toes. And this is balance work. To strengthen our balance, you're going to take a big inhale. On your exhale, bring your knee to your elbow, round your shoulder. Good. Inhale, extend back out. Exhale, come back in. 3 more times. Inhale, we extend. Exhale, we bring it back in. 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, tabletop. All right, same thing, other side. Lift your right arm, and then your left leg comes out behind you. And let's keep your back foot flexed too. So bring your toes toward your shin as you press your heel straight back behind you. So you're just flexing your back foot. Yes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. 2 more times. Flow with your breath. Last one. Inhale out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale out. Exhale, tabletop. And shake it out. So back to our hips. Step your left foot to the outside of your left hand, knee over your ankle. Now start to bend and straighten into your front leg. Again, finding those tight spots. And you really feel a lot of stuff here, right? This is pretty intense. So you can play with the positions of your front foot, remember. You can lift up the inside edge and notice how that affects the whole different area of your body. And this could be different for everyone. Different lifestyles, different body types. It's all about finding the balance, finding what you need. And exhale, tabletop. Step your knee back under your hips. Other side, left foot to the outside of the left hand, knee over your ankle. Bend and straighten. Find your organic movements. Ooh. How does your right side compare to your left side? Yeah, I'm right-handed, so again, it's way more tight, way more difficult to stretch on my right side. So just breathe into it. 3 more breaths. And exhale back to tabletop. Just like we did yesterday. Yeah, stretch it out as much as you need to. Get length. Step your left foot again to the outside of your left hand. Moving into our twist, we're going to slide our right leg back first. So let's get that right leg back. And we can even rock back and forth with our toes just to get a little bit more. And you can even here try to straighten your front leg a little bit. Oh, and it gets a lot deeper there. So straighten your leg as much as you can without lifting your hands off your mat. Exhale back to your lunge, hands under your shoulders, especially your right hand under your right shoulder. Inhale, twist and rotate your left arm up. So kind of rotate it out. Rotate a little bit more if you can. There you go. You want to stack your shoulders on top of shoulders. So your left wrist goes all the way down your arm through one shoulder. It connects into your right shoulder, going all
that position.
Okay. Exhale, plank. Plant your hands to the mat. Step your left leg back. Yeah, take your time into it. Take a big inhale. Exhale, right foot to the outside of your right hand, knee over your ankle. Good. Now let's square our hips forward. We didn't talk about this on the other side, but we'll do it now. Take your left hip, right, and press your left hip towards the waves right now. Right, and then you send your right cheek back. Does that make sense? Let me see if you're on the right. Yeah, you're good. And you feel how that kind of locks everything into place, right? And it's now, your hips are in line with the front of your mat. Now inhale, twist and rotate your right arm up for an easy twist. Breathe into it. Look up your shoulders, stack your arms. So like it's a straight line you see from my fingertips going all the way down my shoulder to my other stacked right on top of my wrist. You want to stack bone on top of bone. Big inhale, exhale, plank. Hand down, step on back, and we'll hold this for 4 breaths. Inhale slowly, exhale, let it out. So let's make sure your hands are directly under your wrists. Are under your shoulders. So you're going to want to walk your hands back just a little bit so it's under your shoulders. Good, there you go. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, slowly lower down, but as you lower down, let your elbows hug your ribs. Nice work. All right, so take your shoelaces to your mat, tops of your feet, elbows stay tucked in. You press your shoelaces into your mat so that your knees lift up off your mat. You're squeezing your glutes, squeezing your quadriceps. Keep your lower body active. Inhale, low cobra. So lift your chin, lift your chest, lift your palms off your mat. Lift the palms off your mat as well. There we go, shoulders back. Relax your shoulders away from your ears, that looks good. Breathing into it. Exhale, lower down. 2 more times. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, downward dog. So plant your hands, curl your toes under, send your hips high, press your heels down. All right, so I'm going to take the 2 little inch step towards my hands, just 2 little inches with my feet. Send your hips high and press your heels towards your mat. Well, so really deep now, right? Stretching the back of your legs, your heels are going down. Yes. So bend one leg, straighten your, like that. Yeah. So go back to downward dog. Keep both legs straight. Straighten both your legs. You want to send your hips up though. Yeah, walk your hands back just a little bit. Now really get the hips high and press your heels down. So heels go this way. Oh, there it is. You just want to try to find a little bit of the cow pose in your lower back. So really pinch your shoulder blades together and allow your rib cage to spread apart. And I know this is hard because you haven't done this a lot. So let's just pedal out our feet, bend one leg, straighten your other leg. Work into it. Remember, keep on sending your hips up though. You want to constantly be sending your hips up. Yeah. Now inhale, look at your feet. And exhale, walk your hands back to meet your feet with the bent knees. So back to your mat, chin to your chest. Shift most of your weight into your toes rather than your heels. That's straighten the legs as much as you can. And if your hands come off your mat, that's fine. Now grab your opposite elbows with your hand and start to rock your arms back and forth, side to side. Very good. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Exhale, release your hands. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up to standing, hands above your head, arms up, shoulders back. Exhale, back bend, shoulders back, chest open, lift your heart. So lift your chest, shoulders back together. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, back bend. So really, you're bending back. Yeah, so that's going to be good for your tight shoulders too. Inhale up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Walk your hands back up to the tops of your mat. Exhale, downward dog. Send your hips up high. Press your heels down. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Walk, step, reach up your feet up. Inhale, halfway lift. Find the flat back you found yesterday. Shoulders back, chest open. So if you look at me, you're kind of here like this. You want to be more straight in your legs and then your body more parallel. Already that looks a lot better. So just relax your shoulders back and down. Good. The top of your head is going forward as your tail is going backwards. So we're lengthening the spine there. Very good. Exhale, fold forward for more depth. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, shoulder blades together. Can you straighten your legs a little bit more? There we go. Yeah, straighten your legs like that. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up to standing, one vertebrae at a time until you come all the way up, hands above your head. Now stay where you are, you're good. Exhale, back bend, shoulders back, chest open. Good. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Now check this out. Now bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands on the mat. Right? So let's put your left hand on the mat underneath your shoulder. All right? Now you're going to inhale, twist and rotate your right arm up. And if you can, straighten your right leg. All right, really deep, right? Yes, sir. Big inhale. Exhale, your hand comes down. Other side, inhale, twist and rotate your left arm up. And do your best to straighten your left leg. 2 more breaths. Exhale, your hand comes down. Inhale, Tadasana, all the way up, hands above your head. Exhale, back bend, shoulders back, chest open. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Now you do your sun salutations. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, lengthen, reset your spine. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Plant your hands, step or jump back. Inhale, upward dog, lower down to come up. Good job. Shoulders back away from the ears. Up, so relax. There it is. Lift up to your chest more though. So you're kind of short. So squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, but you want your shoulders back more like this, but lift up to your chest. Yes. Can you lift up your head, the top of your head up a little bit more? Exhale, downward dog. Curl your toes under, send your hips up high, drop your heels. Inhale, look up between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up, hands above your head. Exhale, back bend. 2 more times, a little bit faster. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hips up, heels down. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep as you've been all day. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up. Exhale, back bend. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Last one. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank to chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. A little bit different this time. Exhale your right knee to your right elbow. Inhale it up. This is core exercise. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale it up. Exhale, knee to your opposite elbow. This is to help you build core and shoulder strength. Inhale it up. Almost there. Exhale, low lunge. Step your foot in between your hands. Oh. All right. That was intense, I know. Inhale, crescent moon. Drop your back knee, top of your foot to your mat. Lift on up. To get deeper, exhale, sink on into your front knee. Now make sure, walk your foot forward just a little bit more. There we go. That was almost too much. There we go. Nice. So you're pressing your tailbone down, tucking your tummy in. We're trying to square the hips so it's parallel to the front of the mat. Take a big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your hands to frame your foot. Peel your back knee off your mat. Low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. Back to our power pose. Very good. 2 breaths here. Back leg straight and strong. There you go. Exhale, downward dog. If you want to go through a vinyasa, you can, or just go straight to downward dog. All right, and we'll just do it once more on the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. That works. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to your opposite elbow. Inhale it up. Exhale, low lunge. Square your hips forward. Back leg is straight and strong. Inhale, crescent moon. Drop your back knee, top of your foot, lift up. Exhale, sink in. Press your tailbone down, tuck your tummy in. Breathe into it. Big inhale. Exhale, low lunge. So peel your back knee off the ground by curling your toes under. Good. Inhale, crescent lunge for 4 breaths total. Square your hips forward. Your right hip goes to the ocean as you send your left butt cheek towards the surfing turtle lodge behind us. Back leg is straight and strong. Press your back heel down as you lift your back kneecap up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, downward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up, hands above your head. Exhale, backward. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to prayer. And shake it out. Whew. How you feeling? Wow. So we just did everything we did yesterday, but a lot faster.
Yeah.
So as you do that, your body's going to start to get more familiar and more strong as well.
No more doggies for me tonight.
Yeah. You feeling it today?
Yeah.
All right. So let's step back a little bit for the camera. We'll just slide this back for you. Yeah. All right. So first things first, let's do some stuff for your shoulders here. And we'll do this back so people can see. So maybe come back a little bit more towards the back. Okay. So first of all, you're going to lift your left arm up and then bring it across your chest. Now hook your right arm underneath your left arm. So your right hand underneath your left arm. Right? So your wrist is right behind your left elbow. What you're going to do is you're going to take a big inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to use your right hand to pull your tricep against your chest and look over your left shoulder. So your left shoulder. Good. So inhale, you lift. And every exhale, you pull and twist. And try to look further over your left shoulder. So from the other side, it's like... You feeling this on the outside of your arm right here? Yeah. Your tricep? Good. So let's do that 3 more breaths. Now inhale, come back up to center. Lift your left arm straight up. Now bend your arm at your elbow. And place your left hand in between your shoulder blades on your back. So right here. And then you're going to take your right arm up, and then you're going to press straight down on your elbow. Okay? And you feel this really good here on like your armpit, like all around here. Yes. So again, this is all stuff that's going to help open up your chest, that's going to help open up your shoulders. 2 more breaths. And shake it out. Take your time. And then we'll get our, our left arm, your right arm across your chest, left arm underneath behind your elbow. Take a big inhale, exhale, compress and twist. Every inhale, you lengthen your spine, you make sure you're tall, and on your exhale, you compress and twist a little bit more. Each time, trying to look at least another centimeter over your shoulder back towards surf turtle lock. Now inhale back up. And bend your right arm at your elbow, hand in between your shoulder blades. Put your hand in between your shoulder blades. And then you'll press straight down. Get that armpit so the hand goes lower. There we go. So breathe into it and still take your right shoulder and roll it down away from your ears. Yes. Really good. All right, 2 more breaths. And release. So now let's take your right hand behind your back. And then you're going to take your left hand to grab your right wrist, right?
Yeah.
So then you're going to pull your wrist so you have this little chicken wing. And otherwise here it looks like this. So let's stand up straight. And let's flap your wing back and forth. And just notice how that does a little bit, maybe not a lot. But let's keep it so your elbow is directly in line with your shoulder. Now roll your left shoulder back down away from you. You're kind of cockeyed like this, so go the other way. Yes, all right? So let's look straight ahead though. Right? So now what we're doing here, this is going to be intense. Take a big inhale. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Oh. Right, so really deep stretch right here. Feeling this from your shoulder, right, coming all the way up to your ear, right? You feel that connection right there. So just breathe into it for 4 breaths. Now, if you want to blink your eyes open just a little bit, so what you mean? And then you just could twist and rotate your chin up. And that just gets a whole other part. Same muscle, but from a different angle. And then we'll take the chin down to your shoulder. And that gets it from a whole different way. Inhale, come back up. And switch it out. Yeah, that's it, dude. These are going to be great for you, dude. So let's let it all hang out first. Let it all hang out. Get everything moving. Yes. Wow. All right, now to the other side. You're going to, what is it? I can't remember. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you go. Grab your left wrist with your right. Look it out in front. Flap your chicken wing first, forward and backwards. Now get your elbow in line with your shoulder. Yeah, point it that way. So here we go. Yeah, let's keep it out that way. Straight, shoulders back. Now drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Oh. So breathe into it. And I know this is pretty challenging for you. It's pretty much challenging for everyone. But let's just stay here and breathe into the discomfort. So if you actually picture and envision yourself breathing into those tight areas in your neck and your shoulder, that's actually going to help you send more oxygen there. Every exhale, try to get your shoulder just a little bit further away from your ear and your ear a little bit away from your shoulder. Now let's twist your chin up, look at the sky. Just for a little bit more. And then exhale your chin down towards your shoulder. Inhale up and shake it out. All right. So let's just step up a little bit here to the tops of our mat. What we're doing now here is you're going to take your left leg and step it straight behind you. So you're going to want to move, so get on that, good. So I'm going to get on the other side of it. So what we want here now is, so traditional yoga, your front heel is directly in line with your back heel. But we're going to take our back foot and we're just going to step it in that way. Yes. But now take your back toe and really make sure you kind of twist it and rotate it forward. And with that, we're going to take our hands to your hips, and then you're going to square your hips. Good. Oh, that's almost too far. But you want to be, your front hips want to be parallel with the front edge of your mat. Now that's good though. You got good hip rotation. That's good. So inhale your hands up. Now you're going to keep your back flat, and you're going to hinge at your hips and fold over your front straight leg. Come all the way down, and then you release and grab your leg. So really deep, right on the back of your hamstring right here. So what we do now here is, you take a big inhale, and then you exhale, you pull on your leg and try to get your chest closer to your thigh. So keep your front leg straight. Every exhale, keep your leg straight. So you don't have to go too crazy here. But another thing you are going to want to do is you are going to want to press your left hip forward and send your right hip back. Just your hip. Okay, I know it's pretty tricky, and since we're just getting started, we're not going to focus on that too much, because I'm sure right now you're feeling like a lot in your right leg, right? Good. So this is a serious hamstring stretch. It connects to your Achilles. That's why Stafford needs to be here. It goes all the way up your leg to your lower back, and if you drop your chin to your chest, you might even feel it all the way up to your shoulder. Take a big inhale. Now exhale, let's bend your front knee. And come up to standing. It's a really deep stretch right here. And now we're just going to alternate our feet. Let's step your left foot up, and then your right leg back. So you want to get a little bit wider distance. Step your back foot back a little bit more, or just back. Not out, back. Yeah, there you go. Now let's square our hips forward. When you square your hips forward, you're isolating the front leg. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. So breathe into it. Every inhale, you fill up your lungs, your chest, your belly. Every exhale, you pull on your leg to get your chest closer to your thigh. Two more breaths. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bend into your front knee. And then come up to standing. And step on up to the top. Shake it out. So that was a hamstring stretch. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Now let's take your hands to your legs here, to your thighs, and straighten your legs as much as you can. Now let's get as deep as we can go. Take a big inhale, exhale, pull on your legs, get your chest close to your thigh. Two. All right, now lift your butt up a little bit higher. One more time. Exhale, pull as deep as you can. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plank. Plant your hands, step back. And now you're just going to slowly lower down to your belly. So more shoulder work for you. All right? Where are we on time, actually? Oh, dude, we still got plenty of time. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to come back up, and then we're going to go downward dog. Hips up, heels down. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your foot through. Now let's just step your back foot up as well. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Tadasana, come all the way up, hands above your head. Exhale, back bend. All right, so back to where we did before. You're going to step your right foot back straight behind, your left foot back straight behind you. Now this time it's going to be different. This time you're going to take your back, make sure your front heel is directly in line with your back heel. And then we're going to take our foot, I'm going to put the other way, then we're going to take our back foot and we're going to open it up. Good, and what that means, instead of having our hips forward, we're now having our hips open this way. Right, so it's like when our back foot is like this, our hips are forward. When our back hip is open, our hips are open. So get your arms wide. Now you're going to take your left hip and kick it back. Straight back. Now look over your front hand. Now you're going to reach forward as far as you can. No, reach forward. So reach forward, and then you're going to tick-tock your right hand to your shin as you look up your left shoulder. And this is Trikonasana, and this is to open up your hips. All right, so relax your shoulders away from your ear. You look really good. Most likely you feel this on the inside of your right leg, or maybe a lot on the outside of your hip. So breathe into it. Good, but you look really good here. And just move like a real nice connection from your hips all the way up. 2 more breaths. Now inhale, let's come back up. Oh. And now let's just shift our feet. So front foot's now your back foot's now the front. Keep your hips open, facing towards me. All right? So open up your hips a little bit more. There we go. Now kick your right hip back. Other way. Look over your front hand. Reach, and tick-tock. Left hand goes to your shin as you look up your right shoulder. Trikonasana. We're going to hold this for several breaths. I know it's uncomfortable, but remember, if it's very uncomfortable, it means you really need it. Now inhale, let's come back up. Oh. Now face me, both your feet. Heels in, toes out, and then we're going to come into a goddess squat. So take your hands to the inside of your legs. Lift up to your chest, your shoulders. Take a big inhale. Bring your right shoulder forward as you look over your left. Oh, right? So take a big inhale. Every exhale, press your right hand into your right leg to twist a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths. Inhale, come back into center. Exhale, twist. Yeah. Inhale, 5 pointing stars, so come back up. So point your feet straight ahead. Let's get your legs a little bit wider from each other. Exhale, wide-legged forward. And get your hips, and you start to find some organic movements. I would even widen your legs a little bit more if you can. Get your legs further apart if you can. And then just kind of bend one leg and straighten your other legs. Yeah, so yeah, there you go. Widen your legs. All right, and you feel this on the inside. And just work this out for a couple of breaths. Nice work. So organic movements here is key. All right. So now let's place the right hand under your face. Now inhale, twist and rotate your left arm up. Oh. So again, most likely you're feeling this on the inside of your right leg or your left leg. Take a big inhale. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, twist and rotate your other arm up. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down. Bend your front knee, and let's walk into a low lunge. Exhale, plank, and then lower down to your belly. So lower all the way down to your belly. Lower down to your belly. Lower down. I'm just getting up so I get up on that. All right. So let's get back to your shoulders, huh? So let's let your right arm come out to the side, palm facing the ground. So right arm out to your side, palm facing the ground. All the way up, straight. Good. Now your left hand's directly underneath your left shoulder. Inhale, lift your left leg. So what you're doing here, you're just going to lift your left leg, and then you're going to twist and rotate over. Now how's that on your right shoulder? Pretty intense, right? So you can relax your head and just breathe into it. This is one we're going to hold for several breaths, so get comfortable, or try to get comfortable. And breathe into those tight areas in your shoulders. So like you said, you have your posture, you feel yourself overcompensating all the time. This is a great one to really directly address those areas in your shoulder. First we loosened up everything around it. Now we're going straight at it. So let's hold this for 4 more breaths. And if you can drop your head to your mat, that's okay. But if you feel better with your head up, then have your head up. Now let's come back to center. So roll back over onto your belly. And then you can put your palms on top of each other and rest your left cheek on your palm. Both hands, yeah. Now bend your knees, bend both your knees. Bend them, and windshield wiper your legs back and forth. So side to side with your legs. Yeah, so now it's going to help release tension in your lower back. Yes. All right, one more side to go. So now you take your left arm out to the side, palm facing the mat, and make sure your arm is directly in line with your shoulder. Okay. Inhale, lift your right leg. And then twist on over. There you go. Breathe into it. Take your time. And directly stretch those tight areas in your chest and your shoulder. Your body needs this so much. Again, identify those the tightest most areas in your chest and your shoulder, and focus your breath into those areas. And you can identify where is it the most tightest, and then you can trace that muscle down so it's not as tight, but it's still tight, and it gradually gets less and less. And just feel the length of your muscles. Where it's tight, how long is that muscle, what can you feel it being attached to? Hold this for 5 more breaths. And then after you're ready, after your 5th exhale, or if you'd like to get a little longer, that's fine. Roll onto your belly, but take this at your own pace. Now put your opposite cheek on your hand, so if last time you used your left cheek, use your right cheek this time. Ooh. And now you can release your legs. And now just roll onto your back. So it's a long journey, I know, but just roll all the way over onto your back. I was just saying this, we're just going to go from here. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, on your back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was reading the present. I couldn't understand anything.
Yeah. I was like, damn, straight to another back bend. Huh? Pretty intense. All right, so actually, but you do need a back bend because you did lots of forward folds there.
Wow.
So let's bend your knees and walk your heels in towards your butt. So heels in towards your butt. Now you're just going to take a big inhale, and then exhale, press your heels down, send your hips up. Oh, a little bit more core here. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your quads, lift up a little bit, no, keep on lifting, keep on lifting. Just activate, squeeze your quads, squeeze your glutes, get higher. Now lift your heels off your mat. So you're on your tippy toes, just lift your heels up if you can. And then lower down to your mat. Yeah, like that. There we go. A little bit more. Then let's lower down. Hug your knees into your chest. Oh. Now this time you're going to let your left leg fall flat. Straight, but hold your right knee into your right armpit. Right now, let your right arm come out to the side, palm facing your mat. Now use your left hand to pull your right knee across the center of your body into a twist. And then you can take the left hand on top of your right knee. You can just kind of lift it up like that and then press down. And look over your right shoulder. So again, we're trying to find a wet towel asana. Imagine yourself as a wet towel, a wet rag, and you're just squeezing and twisting it, rinsing it out. So all that drinks you had last night, it's all in your kidneys right now and in your internal organs. As you squeeze and twist like this, it helps release those toxins into your body. Now inhale, come back into center. Both knees into your chest. Now let your right leg fall flat. Left knee goes deep into your armpit. Your left arm goes out to the side, palm facing your mat into a T. And then pull your left knee across the center of your body. Oh, and I got another pop. Look over your left shoulder. Right hand goes on top for some leverage. So every exhale, again, you're trying to compress and twist. Just a little bit more. Inhale, come back into center. Unless you want more of a twist, yeah, so if you want a twist, you go into it. So you can just watch me where you're going next whenever you're ready. Then you're going into your happy baby. And then you'll be in your happy baby as long as you want. And then from there, you fall into your final shavasana. But take your time. And now you can lay here for at least 5 minutes, take your time, relax, and soak it in.